Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. So we'll start off. We'll start off with another one of these. Put that down and put that down like that, and we'll go with you. We will take you and we'll drop you down there, and then this one is going to be speed modules like that. I need 5 of each. So go with you, and I will request 50 of those. Like that, and I will request 50 of those like that. That's going to keep that one going. That's going to run there. And I don't want to fill up the chest completely with them. I definitely don't want to fill up the chest completely with them at the moment. So we're going to limit the number of them that we've got, and we will limit them to, say, 200. I think 200 would be enough for now. 200, like that. Right, so I've now got 200 of those being made in there once they bring down... Oh, there we go. We're bringing them down there now. That's going to start them being made as soon as these guys have recharged. Going to take their time. They do need to do their recharging. Right, there we go. See, it's already started. It takes a little while for them to get through and build them. Alright, it does take a minute or two for the construction to actually take place. But they're bringing them all in. And I've got all of the... Well, they've gone to get the 200 that we originally requested. So they will go and get all of those. Now, I got one in there at the moment. So I'm going to take that one. I'm going to bring that one back over, and I'm going to drop that one in there just to speed this up a little tiny bit. And then the second one, I'm going to drop that one in there as well. So then I've got both of them running in there, just speeding that one up. This is the basic one. It doesn't have any speed up. Have I got? Yeah, I do, down there. Is crafting speed of 0.75. And if I take you, and we go into there, and then I go over it, it's now crafting speed of 1.05. Ever so slightly faster than if I was to craft it by hand. So we've now got those being made. Absolutely brilliant. That's fantastic. That's the next step complete. So we're going to do a very simple setup to start with for doing the ores. I'm going to want to sort of transition to getting more of these electric furnaces, which would be absolutely great. The more of those furnaces I can have running, the better. I'd really like to have plenty of those furnaces up and running. Looking over here, that one's empty, and I don't have much in the way of pickup over that one either. So we're using all of the iron that we're making. But that's largely because of this. I've got 6 in there, so I've now got everything else has been taken care of. Don't worry about it. If I go here and I zoom out, I've still got these being done. But that little bit down there, everything has now been built down there. What have we got? I've got 5 in there. Right, that's good. So this bit here, this is kind of obsolete. I don't really want that anymore. I'm going to slowly get rid of it. But in order to get rid of it, I'm going to need to start building some other things. To start with, though, I want the chests. I need these chests being built. It's very simple. I'm going to need steel chests being made. And then I'm going to need electronic and advanced circuits for each of those. And I'm going to make all of these. All types of chests. The green ones we don't tend to use very many of. But the others, I use a lot of all of them. So the green ones, they're going to be quite limited. I'm still going to make them. They are still going to be used. The others, we will make a lot more of them. So I'll go here. I'll make another 5 of them just to start things off. We've got 5 different coloured chests that we're going to want to manufacture. So we will go along here. And we will do... I'm going to do the 5 right here, I think. Bring it down a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. So there. We're going to do 5 coloured chests along here. So I will do... Let's do them in the exact order that they appear on here. So we go that one, and we go that one, and we go that one, and then we go that one, and then we go with that one. Right. So I've now got the 5 coloured chests there being made. I'm going to need an extra piece to go with that, and that's going to have to move out by one, so we'll leave a little bit of a gap for that one. Because this one over here, this... Should we? I can tuck that one in beside it. This one here, that's got to be the steel chests. That's the basis for all of these other chests. So I need those. Right, now, I want to make 5 of them, and I want to make 5 of them. See, steel chests, that's the base starting point for each of these chests. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of those up there. And I want to come down, and I want to do the same down here, like this. There, like that. Now, each of these chests, they require the same thing. 3 green circuits, 1 red circuit. And each of them are the same. There's no difference in any of the 5. They're all identical. So it's nice and easy to make those. Plus, we need these chests over here. So this chest here is the first one that we want to construct. Let me just get the rest of these up and running like that. And then I'm going to come over to you. So you actually need 8 pieces of steel. 8 pieces of steel would get 5 in there. So I would go for 40 pieces of steel. That's 5 chests worth at any one time. 40 pieces of steel in there, and it's going to drop them out there. I'm going to let that chest fill up completely. I'm not going to limit it. That one is going to be filled up completely. So I would go like that. There, and then I'll do the same up here. We go like that, and you go over to there. So there we go. We've got the 40 pieces of steel coming up into here, and it's slowly going to fill up that chest completely. See, you don't have to do it like this. Right, you know how I limit it there using the logistics network? What I could do is I could just do this and limit it like that. However, I do it like that. I do put a limit on it because it makes it easier to control how much I've got in the entire system overall. So it's a good habit to get in right from the start. Logistics character trash slots is our next item. That's awesome. Alright, I'm going to go down there a minute, and I'm going to take out 21 speed modules that we've got in here already. And then I'm going to go up here to the speed module, to the science packs, and we're going to go like that. Control, and I'm going to run all of them down there. That's just going to speed that up just a little tiny bit so that we start producing our red science just a little bit faster, because at the moment it's taking a bit of time. We'll keep looking in here. So it's producing a lot of these. And I'm actually now thinking that, yes, they are things that I do want. Right? I definitely want those steel chests in the system, and I'm going to need quite a lot of them, especially further down the line. I can always go back and alter the numbers and everything on these later on. At the moment, I'm thinking we'll limit it to 200 chests. Just like that. There. Now, this one here, that one, I'm going to limit to 50 of those chests. I'm not going to do any more than just 50, because that's the one that we don't use very many of. So I'll set you on 50, like that. Also, the reason that I want to set them on the actual network so they don't make any more of them is because if I set them down and then I have my deconstruction robots pick any up and move them away somewhere else, they won't bring them back here. They will go and put them in the long-term storage chest, which is yellow ones. If they're putting them into the yellow chests in the long-term storage section, I can't do anything with them. Alright, they are then, I've still then got, the chest is producing more of these when I don't need them. Like, the system then starts to get flooded with them. So if you limit the amount that are in the entire network, it does make life a lot easier. Now, the rest of them, we're going to need different numbers. So we're going to want... I go through hundreds of these. We'll start off with 200 of each. Just as a starting off point. Just to commence negotiations. But we're going to end up using a lot more than that. So if we set 200 of them, what I'll do to start with is if I right click and copy, and I'll just do that. And copy those down through. But then what I'll do is I'll just change the picture. So that one will be red. That one there will be yellow. And that one over there will be blue. Like that. So we double check blue. green on 50, yellow 200, red 200, purple 200, and plain steel chest 200. Right, that's that bit. Now, up on this end, we need a steel chest, 1 advanced circuit, and 3 electronic circuits. And I'm going to do 10 on each of these. So I will do 30 of those. So we'll do that to 30. And then this one here is going to be 10. Just like that. And this one here, those chests, those will be 10 as well. That's all I'm going to do. So there's not actually very much that's going in there. So I'll right-click that one and copy it. And then I will copy those out and I'll copy them all into there. So I've now got all of the necessary materials going into each of these. They're all being requested. And I've now got a system fully set up that is going to provide my entire network with all of the different coloured chests. Like I said, the green ones, not going to do a great deal with those to start with. And they're kind of something that we will use, but we're not going to do very much with. We may as well get those being produced at the same time as everything else is being produced, but right now we don't really need to worry about them. So we'll let those go and just start stockpiling along with like the purple ones, because we're not really going to use much in the way of the purple ones. At the moment, the big ones we're using is going to be the blue and the reds. I will be using a massive amount of those as well, so a stockpile of those would be good. Probably going to want more than 200, though. More like 5 to 10,000 of them would be a bit more accurate to what I usually end up with. But, yeah, we'll worry about that later on. It's not something that we need to concern ourselves with right now. So let's just zoom out a little tiny bit, and we'll have a look up here, and we'll see how all of these are doing. They're doing just grand. You, over here, I've now only got 130 of those left. So the construction robots, they're starting to go away again. They're starting to hide away. They are on a long run all the way back. I don't have that many squares that are left to fill up. But there's going to be more than 130 there. I got 600 objects missing. So we've still got quite a surprising amount, actually. Anyway, we can let that go. Let me come back over this side. And how are we doing over here? I've got 27 of them. So about 10% of the way there. So until that one is sort of completely filled up, we are going to be slightly starved of iron. Just for a little bit. But mostly it's the iron, iron starvation coming out of these chests here. Because this bit up here, that's not really doing anything with it. All I'm doing over here, now that I've sped that up, the red science packs still haven't caught up. I'm using up a lot of them. We might have to just pause our research just for a little bit, just to let some of this catch up a bit. Well, we'll worry about that later. Okay, I've got the chests in place. That's the next. That was the next bit done. I've got chests in place, and I've also got the passive, the cheapest speed modules. Those are in place as well, and those are being made. Next on the list, I go there. I want these. Now, stone bricks. It's another item that I want to be made. I want that to be fully automated so that I got stone bricks. And I've already got that fully automated. Right here, I've got full automation. I got a bit of coal in there. I got some solid fuel right there. I got some solid fuel in there. That's full of bricks. So that's not a thing that is going to be a concern for me in the slightest. I got plenty of fuel there. I'm not going to have any worries about that. Right, that one's done. Let's come back down this way. Like this. There's my chests. They're busy being made. And what do we got in here? I got 4 of them. 3 of them. 1 of them. 1 of them. Over here, I got 51 of those right there. 200 is my limit, so we'll be alright with that. It's steel. I'm lacking steel. The reason I'm lacking steel is because I'm using steel down here on all of these. I've got, in my entire network, 500 engine units, which is what I've actually set it to. Right? We've got 500 engine unit limit. So we're not using all that much steel. Yeah? The steel is kind of... It's going to be backing up a little bit. The main reason that we don't have that much steel coming out is because we don't have that much iron running through here. So it's slowed down the overall steel production. And it's sort of slowed down on here. So, yeah. That's one of our big sticking points is right there. I'm just questioning my own wisdom right now. You know what? I think I'm going to change that. Rather than having that on 200 right now, I'm going to knock that down to 40 so that I've got... Oops. I'll knock that to 40 steam engines, which is the equivalent of one of these. I'll increase that later and actually do... You know what? I don't need that. Not for a minute. I got 30 of them there. I do have 30 of them there. So if I set that to 30 right now, that's going to stop production. There, I got 34 of them. It's gone and made one. It'll make a couple more, and it'll just stockpile them in there. Actually, I could just speed that up a little bit. I could do that. There, I've now got 3. It's not going to even put any more materials in. It's just going to stockpile the 250, the 50, and the 25. Got most of that in there, and then as soon as it stopped doing that, it's not going to make them anymore. So that's kind of the big drain on the system resources has now been taken care of. I don't need to worry about it until such time as I need more power, and then we'll deal with it. I know that's finished up there. I'll come back to that. I'm not going to do it right now. Just waiting for this to fill up. It's very exciting. As you can see, I'm going to have a drink. Looking at all of our system here, we've just about emptied out all of the timber from the complete network. I got 2,600 timber left in this network, and that's it. I got a load of solid fuel up there, and this one, I've only got a small whitelist on the stack inserter. I can't like whitelist any more than just the one item, so I can't go in here and whitelist the coal and the solid fuel. So, as I've got timber in here and I'm using timber elsewhere anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that one over to coal for now. There, I'm going to start putting the coal out instead. Can't override stack size. It's the filter inserter. That was a stack filter. I got a filter inserter there. That one's got a long list. Like that. Whereas this stack filter inserter has only got a white list of one item. Which is a little bit of a nuisance, really. It would be better if we could do it like that. Having the stack inserter there is quite good. But, yeah, so there are drawbacks. You can see there are drawbacks. Anyway, we have now filled that one. That one's all filled up and ready. So now the iron is going to be going up there. Excuse me. It's not going to be used up in quite so many spots, which is a really good thing. This is the sort of thing that we need to be happening. We need the progress to be made on that. That little section down there, I'm going to be changing that around soon. I need to drain out some more on this chest before I can do that. Before that can fully happen, there's some slight changes that need to be made, some slight tweaks to the system. So let's have a look here how we're doing. We've got this one over here, so that the steel is going to start coming through there. And those, yeah, these over here are just generally slow. But we'd expect that. Right. Just trying to decide what order I should start doing things. And iron is still the big shortage. That's still our major shortage right now is iron. Well, iron and steel. We are wanting some steel as well. Now, we've got a few little bits and pieces over here, so I'm going to set up another one of these. I'm going to drop one of those there, and I'm going to drop one of those there. We've got 100 steel plates at the moment. Oh, by the way, I've got another exoskeleton, so I want to go like that, and I want to take you, and I'll drop you in there like that. I want to build 2 more batteries, and then 2 more solar panels, I think. So I go there, I want to go 1, 2, and 1, 2, like that. It's going to fill up the rest of that one. So I've completely filled up my modular armor. In the meantime, I'm going to take you, and I want to drop that one down there like that. And then we'll go into here, and I want to make electric furnaces. So stone bricks, advanced circuits, and steel plates. I don't need a stack inserter for that one. We'll just do a regular inserter. I will, however, take a couple of those and drop that in there, just to speed that one up a little bit. So we need 10 steel plate and 10 stone bricks. So we'll do 100 of each. No, we'll do 50 of each. 50 of those. Actually, I will do 100 stone bricks, because the stone bricks are a little bit further away. And plus, they're really cheap. And then I need 5 advanced circuits. So I will set that down to 20. I was going to say 25. Yeah, we'll do 25 of them, like that. There. So I've got 50, 125, and in here 10, 5, and 10. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work out just fine. So yeah, there come the stone bricks. That's all sped up, and then this one. Now wait a minute. There's one of the science packs. It's that one. Engine units, processing unit, and low density. It's the next science pack. It's that one. That one requires electric furnaces for the science pack and productivity modules as well. But it's the requiring the electric furnaces that makes that one a little bit more difficult. So at the moment, I'm not going to put a limit on the number of electric furnaces. I'm choosing not to limit that one. I'm going to leave that one just as it is. I've only got 4 pieces of steel in here, so it is going to be a little bit of a slow process because we got to wait for the steel to actually be brought along to make these things. I'm going to take 50 of my own steel and we'll drop it in there. That's how quickly they're being made. So it will go through these things fairly fast, actually, which means I'd be better off setting that to 50 and that to 100. We want the materials for 10 items in there. Like that. There. That's what I'll put into there. Because that does cycle through this pretty fast. Goes up to 20, and then it pauses. And I think also a stack inserter up that end. Just to keep everything ticking along. Right. So there's that bit. So now I will come up here, and I'm going to remove that one. I'm going to look in here, just let that finish. There we go. That's all fed out. Take you, and I'll take you. So remove that furnace from there. And I've got a nice little area over here that I can start to use. So I'm going to remove these from here like this. And I'm going to start down here. Now, to start off with, I won't be using massive amounts. Not massive amounts of space and stuff, but we will slowly start to use up quite a lot of these. Let's go up here. I love how... Look how fast I can go. Oh, hang on. There's another thing we want to do. We can go in here. I've made these now. 2 more batteries, just so I've got plenty of storage, and 2 more of them as well. So my battery over here... This is better. I like to go faster than this. I like to have another 2 of the frames on there. That is awesome. Now we can get round the base. Right, now we're able to actually move from one location to the other. That should speed things up a little bit. But in the meantime, I've got other things I want to do. I want to take those, and I want to take those. Right. I start off with a requester chest down there. And we'll do a... How am I going to do this? I'll do it like that. Because then I can take that one, and that one can go there. And then I want to take one of those. I've got the others. So I'll take that furnace, and I drop that one down there like that. And then I go out into the passive provider chest, and we go away from the requester chest. The requester chest down here, I will request some iron ore. Now, that one's asking for 50. I actually want more than that. I'm going to request in here 200 iron ore in each requested chest. 200 iron ore. That allows for issues in the supply line. Like, in the supply line. If there are issues in the supply line, then we've made allowances for that, and it won't be so much of an issue. I can make 2 roboports right there, which I will use in just a minute. The other thing that I want to do is I want to go into here, and I want to drop 2 modules in there, and I want to drop 2 modules in there, like that. So I've got modules on each of these. I've got that one is programmed for 200 iron ore, and then it will also share a chest there. This is just a start point, right? This is not the final configuration of how I'd like to have my furnaces. I will do things quite a bit different to what that is, but I think that's a good starting point. The other thing I'm going to do is, if you have a look, that's our main route coming up through there. I've got 1 roboport over there, but I'm going to build another one over here. Let's remove you. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put... Oops. Get rid of that one. I'm going to put 2 more roboports down like that, and put some power on them like that. So I've now got those. And I go over to this one. I've got enough to make 1 more roboport, which is there. I'm going to drop another roboport. They're going up that way, and they're coming down over here. It's kind of a good spot to put it. I think we'll put another one out over here somewhere. Right. There, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. I got space. I can put 2 more in there in a little bit, but I'm not going to at the moment. So we got plenty of recharging points right here for the robots. That's going to help out immensely, especially once we duplicate this one right here. So what do we got? That's the Roboport one. Factory basic, landfill, stone brick floor. That's just a random blueprint. So we get rid of that one, and I go like that. And I will copy that random blueprint right there. This isn't a final design, so I'm just going to drop that one side by side like that. And start putting out a few of these. So we're going to go in a line like that. There. How many is that? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, that's 20 electric furnaces all the way out across there. And I'll drop in 1 of those right there. That should be all the power that I need. So it's going to take them a little while to come through and actually build them. I've got construction robots available, but they are all at the top end of the map. My construction robots at the moment are all up here because they've been busy filling up all of these areas. So it does take a little while for them to come back. I do actually have in the network, I think, another I got 2 robots in the network. Well, one of those robots I want to use up here. So I will set that one off there. Put that one down there. So I've got that one. That's going to fill in on here. It's going to fill in that little gap there on our network, which is something that I wanted to do. And where else have we got to fill in on our network? Well, I'm going to want to fill in that bay right there at some point. And, oh, that was the other bit. I was going to fill in this piece here on the network, wasn't I? That's going to require 2 there to fill that one in. And I don't know that I can do that yet. If I go over to here. Oh, I can! Oh, ideal. Right, I can... steam engines is in the way. I can do that. I just need 1 more roboport. I'll drop that down there. And I'll do that so that they do come in and put the other stuff. I need 1 more roboport. I will make that. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.